Let's see question of JEE Advanced 2022. In this question, we have given a sequence of reaction. After in the last of this reaction, we are getting product D, and we have to find out the mass of D. So how can we solve this question? First of all, we have to observe the sequence of reaction, and we have to find out the structure of D. And in this question, one thing is more important, that is the yield is not 100%. The yield in different reaction is different. For example, when we are getting product A, the yield is 80%. When we are getting B, then yield is 50%, and the yield of C product, that is 50%. So we have to also consider the yield, and after considering that amount, we have to find out the amount of D produced in this reaction. So first of all, we have to know the product A, B, C and D. So let's start to observe what is A. We all know when acetylene react with red hot iron tube, then it gets converted into benzene. So our product A is actually benzene. So structure of A is benzene. We all know this thing, that is benzene. So that is the structure of A. And when we react with benzene with that is propyl chloride in the presence of AlCl3, then we will get that electrophile, that is carbocation, but that is 1 degree carbocation. That's why due to higher stability, that 1 degree carbocation gets converted into 2 degree carbocation, and we will get that isopropyl carbocation. Then that this isopropyl carbocation, when react with benzene, it will give us this thing, that is called cumene. So that is the structure of cumene. So we will get cumene. So cumene is our product B. Now let's see what is the product of C. So product of C, that is the here when we react with cumene with oxygen, then it gets converted into cumene hydrogen peroxide, and after hydrolysis it gets converted into phenol and CH3COCH3. We are releasing CH3COCH3. It means our product C is phenol. So we know the phenol is our product C. So B is cumene, A is benzene, B is cumene, that is B, and C is phenol. C is phenol. Okay, now let's see when we are doing acetylation using CH3COCl of phenol, then what happen? CH3COCl. So removal of HCl, and we will get acetylated product of phenol. So that is our product D. That is our product D. Now let's see the yield. We know that 3 mole of acetylene are capable to form 1 mole of benzene. Because we are taking 15 mole of acetylene, it means simply we will get 5 mole of A, means 5 mole of benzene we should get when we are taking 15 mole of acetylene. But because yield is 80%, it means we will get our product 80%. So 80% of 5 will be 4. So we will get 4 mole of benzene. Okay, now let's see when benzene react with this compound, 1 mole of benzene is capable to form 1 mole of this compound. So because we have 4 mole of benzene, that's why we will get 4 mole of B. But yield is 50%. It means we will get only 2 mole of this compound B. So we will get only 2 mole of this compound B. Now let's see. We will get that phenol. Okay, 1 mole of B is capable to form 1 mole of C, means 1 mole of that is phenol, because we have 2 mole of cumene, so we should get 2 mole of phenol, but yield is 50%, that's why we will get 1 mole of C. Now 1 mole of phenol is capable to form acetylated product, that is 1 mole, and we have yield, that is D, that is 100% yield, that is given in question. D 100% yield is given in question. So 1 mole of phenol is capable to form 1 mole of acetylated product, and we have the yield, that is 100%. It means we will get 1 mole of this product, and we have to find out the mass of 1 mole of this product. So simply we can calculate the molecular weight of this product, and molecular weight of this product will be the mass of 1 mole of this product. So we can calculate its molecular weight. Its molecular weight will come, we can calculate its molecular weight, and its molecular weight will come, that is 136 gram. So our answer will be simply, that is 136 gram. Thank you.